All right, guys, we're going to make this really quick here. Just do a quick recap on Friday's trading. This was positions I put on early morning, first 30 minutes in the morning, right before the opening bell. And then I continue on in Discord. So a couple things. UVIX went ahead and bought UVIX on an HF2 pattern. Once again, remember I'm using just 4 patterns. Bought the UVIX on a HF2, did hit my target, exited on my target on UVIX. I'm not going to show all of them here. We're just going to go ahead and look at one of the indices, and then we'll talk about my game plan for next week. All right, RTY, Mini Russell. So it started off in the morning here before the opening bell, selling the Mini Russell pretty close to the bottom here. But it did reverse. This was an HF2 short, did reverse to an HF1 buy. I'd like an HF1 buy, fall on HF2. And once again, I do trade 4 patterns, but there's certain patterns, if they follow a certain pattern, I do like that. I like an HF1 coming after an HF2. So I went ahead on the HF2, went ahead and added to my position, did hit target here, which was my very first target. Exited an RTY, ended up making money on that. So just to let you know, before we look at the results next week, only been trading the indices. Gosh, I've been trading those things for over 40 years now. So I started off with the big S&P 500, and of course most people are now trading the E-mini. And so we'll be watching the Mini Russell, maybe the Mini Dow, Mini NASDAQ, and the E-mini S&P 500. So we're just going to focus on the indices next week. It seems to be a big interest in that. So we'll focus on that. And so starting on Monday, please join me for the first 30 minutes. Possibility we may have some setups in the indices, probably based on what's going on in Israel and everything. We probably are going to see a lot of action next week. A lot of volatility in the market, so you want to be careful, but I thrive on volatility, so we'll see if we can get some early morning trades off before the Dow opens, and we'll take it from there. And like I said, we'll just continue on doing that the whole week. We may go a second week with the indices. We'll just wait and see what everybody wants me to do, but once again, one of my favorites, so we're going to just focus on the indices. So I'll probably get a little bit aggressive next week because I'm expecting some really good volatility. All right, so that's it. Wrap it up. And, let me show you the results here overall. Like I said, made a little bit of money on the Mini Russell. Only had a buy on the Mini NASDAQ, so it made some money on the Mini NASDAQ. And I also had a buy on the US 500 as well. So I had a nice day on my indices. And then on stocks, of course, UVIX, let's see here, was my big winner for the day on that, and of course everything else. Did a little bit of JDST, one of my favorites, just didn't get going, so I finally took my loss on JDST. BTAI, once again, just wasn't getting anywhere, but I'm probably going to be revisiting these two this week, depending on what the market looks like. JDST, BTAI, let's watch for that, and of course UVIX, been hot watching that, and of course Yang, always like Yang. Be watching those. So that's pretty much it. Everything else we're just scalping, and that's going to wrap it up. So that's what we did on Friday. So looking forward to Monday. Once again, Monday next week, only the indices. All right, see you later.